Okay. Afternoon again, guys. My question will be directed to Pieter-Steph. Peter, I just wanted to ask, from your perspective, looking at how France have progressed post the 2019 World Cup, how do you sort of judge them right now and just what they will be bringing on the weekend?
Yes, France are on a extremely good record at the moment. They've won 11 of 11 games. So for us, it's going to be quite difficult to match them up front as well. You can see their forward pack. I think it's the heaviest forward pack in the rugby at the moment. So we've got to make some good plans. We normally just lie on brutal strength and our physicality. I think they're going to match us there as well. So we'll definitely make one or two other plans that will hopefully work for us on Saturday.
Justin?
Good afternoon, everybody. Kurt-Lee, Pieter-Steph. Kurt-Lee, this one's for you. Just in terms of that backline setup that we now see changes from that island game, yourself, Cheslin, Willie. Willie obviously brings a lot of experience. I mean, sort of what are your expectations personally of that French opposition, and what are you guys looking to exploit come Saturday?
Yeah, we've been preparing well for France. I think we know they're going to kick a lot. We've been focusing on a lot of receiving a lot of kicks. So I think we're well prepared, like you said, with Vali's experience and Cheslin's experience. They're helping me a lot. So yeah, I think what we're preparing for, we must just take it to them.
Question for Pieter-Steph. Congrats on a good game in Dublin. Just how are you feeling about your game, and do you feel you're building towards getting back to your best form?
Yes, it's been a difficult season so far. It's been ups and downs. Had a few niggles around the middle of the season, and at the moment I'm feeling quite good. I had 4 weeks fresh in the body and spent some quality time with the family. Yeah, at the moment I'm feeling quite good. We started training, and the thing about rugby is and getting your own performance better as well is getting minutes behind your back on a training field and on a playing field. So at the moment I'm lucky enough to be able to do that, and hopefully on that it will just get better and better.
Yes, please, if I can just get Pieter-Steph in Afrikaans. Pieter-Steph, vir jou, soos jou eerste antwoord, miskien net wat jy hulle verwag as 'n span vanaf die Franse span. Ons weet hulle is 'n baie fisiese span, is 'n span wat nou 11 oorwinnings gehad het. So net julle verwagtinge van die Franse span kom Saterdag.
Ja, as jy gaan kyk, die Frans is op die oomblik op 'n goeie wenrekord. Hulle is hulle voorspelers is die grootste voorspelers in wêreldrugby, grootste en swakste voorspelers in wêreldrugby op die oomblik. So vir ons gaan ons vat om 'n paar nuwe planne te maak om ook maar 'n bietjie uit te daag op plekke waar ons dink hulle nog nie uitgedaag was nie. Dus jy gaan kyk ook hoe hulle speel. Hulle speel baie om hulle forward se energie te behou. So ons sal maar rondom dit moet werk en planne maak rondom dit ook.
Pieter-Steph, just in terms of the forwards, you guys have had some really good performances over the whole year as a pack, and it went quite well in Dublin. Just how do you guys feel you're building as a pack, and are you finding that perhaps some of the opposition kind of know what to expect from you, particularly at mauls, and you've got to sort of come up with a few more tricks? Just in general, how's the pack feeling, and what do you have to do anything a little different?
If you look after this weekend's game in Dublin, we're quite disappointed. They didn't do what we said we were going to do, or we didn't stick to our plan that we were supposed to do on the weekend. So, but the environment in the forwards are always good. We always try to be better and make new plans and work on new skills as well. So for us, we're trying to improve this weekend and definitely get the vibe better and for us going this weekend as well.
Thanks, how's it, guys? Kurt-Lee, over the past weekend, Australia caught France out a couple of times with some good running rugby from broken play. So have you guys sort of had a look at that game and noted a few weak areas in the France defence there? And is that something that you guys might be looking to exploit this weekend, maybe with a bit of a running rugby when you guys get the ball?
Yeah, no, definitely. We know, like Pieter-Steph said, they don't want to fire their forward, so might look for the running option, and yeah, we want to exploit them on the outside. So
Yes, I think the knowledge that Don learned here in France, he took it, he brought it to us when we were in South Africa. So you can see since Don joined us in the Springboks, um, we almost have like the same approach that he had when he was playing. So that's the way we want to focus on the scrums as well. So I think a lot of the learning stuff we got from France, we try and implement into our personal game as well. It's an unbelievable player. There's a lot of good skills, quite fast as well. Very physical. So I think the way the France loose trio play as well, they complement each other a lot. Each one plays differently. I think that's what makes them so dangerous. There's one guy that carries big, one guy that steals the ball, and the other guy that do all the hard work and no one normally sees. So we've got to make sure we can handle them. It's something we focus a lot on. As you see, teams in the past, they've also figured out some ways to stop us. They come up with some new tricks, stuff we didn't experience in the past. So I think the more new tricks and more new stuff we experience from teams that are trying to stop them all, the stuff we'll more be able to adapt from that as well. So hopefully, the more stuff we experience, the more we'll be able to adapt from that as well.
Steph, you played a very big role last time South Africa back in. How much has the French team changed in terms of what you said?
We spoke about it this morning. I'm speaking under correction now. I don't think there's one player, the same team since we played them in 2018. So it's a completely new, different team. So yeah, it's they play completely different. Their style is different. Like we said in the beginning, they've got big players, they've got fast players as well. So I think they've got a good combination. For instance, the scrum off will, for instance, do a lot of more pressure work than normally the forwards would have done because they're trying to save their energy. So it's stuff we need to focus on.
Quickly, how excited are you prospect of playing France? I mean, first time playing France. I mean, I think it would apply for a number of guys, even though there are 13 survivors from the 2018 team. But just for you, how big is that occasion to play for against this very good French side?
Yeah, like Pieter-Steph said, they haven't lost 11 games, so I'm really excited. Yeah, really looking forward to them because it's my first time, like you said. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, and yeah, hopefully,
what's the biggest lessons that you've learned so far in this?
That the games goes quickly. You can't let a mistake. Can't think too much about the mistake, so you have to focus on the next job. And yeah. I think I think we will handle it because we also have a good kicking game plan. So I don't think on the day things might change. So we must be up for it. Whatever they bring, we must just adapt to whatever they bring in. Must be ready for it. Yeah.
Next week from Antoine Dupont. He's one of the standouts, especially in terms of how he's driven kicking game. Australia short last week, put in a number of teams short. What I'm expecting from him, and it also is the ability to just turn to knife down the blind side.
But we know he's squeak around the rocks and he likes to kick, like you said. He's also physical, but I think we mustn't give him that much space. Put a lot of pressure on him, and yeah, see from there.
Steps there enough fuel left in the tank to deliver the best 80 minutes next 3 games?
I believe so. We look, like I said now, I had 4 weeks off 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. A lot of the guys had a few weeks off, even the guys in South Africa. So I don't see any reason for us not to be able to perform we're supposed to perform. I think a lot of the guys have to go into the union rugby again this end of the finish. But again, they've got, I think in February, they've got a few weeks off as well. So I think the guys are working towards the end of their seasons, and you never know. Hopefully, there's a bit more energy for us to pick it up. And that's something we did lack a bit last week, and there's a bit of a vibe on the field. So I'm sure we're able to fix that as well.
I think finally from my side, how much pressure are you guys now under to produce a result like that? You guys didn't win last week, even though there were periods of the game where there were opportunities.
Yes, that's right. We didn't use the opportunities we were given. And we of course, there's always pressure on each side playing Saturday. So we definitely feel a bit of pressure, but of course, we've been there in the past. We know what to do. Our game plan helps us to perform under pressure as well.